So what I've been having to do is to do a bit of video off my iPhone, and I realised after a while there was a few bits and pieces that didn't quite work with it. I mean, excellent stuff, everything I'm doing is working with the iPhone, but certain things I needed, alright? So I just wanted to make a mount for, you know, when I get there to have it something rather than shaky handheld and stuff, so, and a good audio. So here's my experiment with getting it working. I've done a bit of a ghetto get-together. Now don't laugh at me because this is really ghetto stuff, alright, but I put together some bits and pieces that would help me, you know, just get some half decent use out of using the iPhone. Now, I'll tell you where I go with it. Now don't laugh, alright, this is real. I took a tripod that I had, right? Now you can buy, you know, these sort of, you know, gimbal cams and stuff like this for, you know, hundreds of dollars, you know, but what I just noticed is that if you got your hands off the iPhone into some sort, even a selfie stick helps out. So what I did, I sort of weighted it so that, you know, it balances in my hands quite well, and I can get a reasonable sort of follow shot along with everything, alright? So what I wanted though is then what I noticed with the 5S is that when you record in the back, it just wants to record your front camera, so it was a disparity in your audio. So anyway, so I've got my Rode here, and what I've got also is an iRIG that I had. Okay, so it takes the XLR from the Rode and puts it down into a fitting that the iPhone will accept, alright? So I'm just patching together ready go sort of thing, you know, so the iRIG adapter, so I've got to figure out just to put it onto this so I can have a good microphone attached to it, okay? Okay, so now we get a little bit of good old super glue, does anything. I'm going to glue this to the back here, just like this. Yeah, you don't worry about, whoa, shit. I'm just going to be really upset about you don't glue your fingers to it. Wrong, really wrong. Not good. Glued fingers, ouch. Oh, not the prettiest, but the end result. So this will fit on the back of here for me. Hold that on. So let's try that. Fits on the back of the iRIG nicely, sits in there. So we're good at that, eh? Here, there we got the iRIG sitting on the back there, right? So it's all plugged in with that. So that looks pretty funky, doesn't it? Like that's a pretty good sort of unit, you know, just like a let's go and do something. You know, the iPhone fits in the top, you know. So that's what I've done. I've sort of gummed it all together, and if you can see that, you know, it's a pretty gnarly rig, but it works, you know. Like I've just got a fitting here that the iPhone sits in, okay, and what I really noticed then is that like it worked, but then what happens is that you get a bit of sunshine. Okay, so what I did, I built a little sun shield for it, alright, again, all ghetto, mate, all ghetto, but a bit of aluminium that I had out the back. Now for the shade hood, a bit of modifications going on. Rig seems to be turning out alright at the moment, looking pretty funky, hey. There you go, works. and just shaped it, you know. The idea being is the camera, you know, slides in here like this. You know, I've just sort of got it so it hooks in the end here. You know, it'll just fit in enough to hold it there, you know. Okay, so the idea being is that, you know, when the light, it just gives me a bit of shielding on the face there. All right, so now you got to remember, I'm really ghetto here. I've just sort of got things that I had around the place, you know. So from there, you know, that'll just fit into this connector that I've got here, and that just clamps there. But also then what I did, anyone who's a musician will recognise this. This is an old capo that we had, you know, as well. So, you know, that then just holds against this back part, and, you know, it holds the thing in nice and stable then, you know. So there you go. We got an iRIG. As you can see, that gives me, you know, like when I'm out there, it gives me a shield against stuff, you know, against the sun. It enables me to see the screen a little bit better. You know, by the time, you know, this plugs in here, you know, I've got the iRIG then all set up, and what I'm using now is the Filmac Pro, and it's a great a great app for the phone, you know. It really works. So there's my rig, it all sort of fits in. So I've got my gun shoot. Now if I want to reverse it and, you know, have the audio facing the other way, well, I've got this sort of rig so that it will just swivel around, and that will give me a front rig. You know, it's only got 720p on the front, but, you know, for now, until I've got something, there it is, you know. So there you go, guys. That's me rig. It just, sometimes you just got to think outside the box, you know. So it didn't cost me anything for a bit of tape and bits and pieces I had. So there you go. That's the iPhone rig with a shield, and there you go. And a lot of my stuff now is just done with that. All right, crew. See ya.